Hello and welcome. This is a short video showing the current state of my final project, as well as a few plans I have for future work. This, I'll first start off by showing the different maps that I've created. This is the starting map that I created before I decided to do whiteboxing. You'll see that the character is a lot smaller than the tiles because the tiles aren't in following the same sizing of 16 by 16 per tile. 16 pixels per pixels. You'll see that it's just a little simple with moving left to right. One thing I don't like is the fact that you can see the lines, but I think that's just to do with the rendering in the game. Move on to the next map. This map I created using one of the sketches for like the starting map in the game. So they'd start up over here, and they'd use this ladder to go up. One thing I don't like about the ladder is that if you hold up, it goes really slow. You have to press it multiple times to get acceleration. I need to bug fix that. As well as the acceleration on the character is too fast at the moment, so they could just run over this jumping bit instead of actually having to jump it. As well as I want to create traps here, so that if they fall they take a little bit of damage and get up and come over here. And then try again. So that's kind of like what I wanted to show. Then here they'd have like a first fight of a character coming, like an enemy coming in here, and then they'd like know how to shoot and stuff. The shooting animation, the projectiles that come out of your hand when you shoot by clicking the mouse button, left mouse, they don't actually collide with the environment at the moment. That's one of the things I need to work on. Then at the end of here, this door tile is essentially how it's going to like spawn into the next area. Once they come here, it will then load the new area and they'll go there. What I'm working on at the moment is this prototype of what would happen in like the middle of the game. So like over here on the right, you can see that there's an enemy spawn, denoted by the red coloring. I also want to create a blue one over here, which spawns villagers. I decided to do the enemies first because they seem a lot simpler. They don't have any resource bars, hostility resource bar like the villagers. So they'll just be wanting to attack the player. So they'll be just testing the combat of the game. Once I've got these spawning enemies properly and going towards the player, I then need to work on the damage. So the character's HPs, enemy HPs, and the individual strengths of everything. Then once I've got this prototype working with villagers as well, that they start attacking the player if they attack too many villagers, or start helping the player if they kill loads of monsters. After that, I then want to draw up textures and sprite sheets to replace all of these 16 tiles. It's just referencing that it's 16 by 16, and doors. The spawn won't be seen. The spawn visual thing won't be seen when the actual game. It's just so here to like denote that the enemies are spawning at this location during development. Other than I want to work on traps, maybe add some dialogue into the game so that it gives the player direction on what to do. An interaction that I just thought of would be for the monsters to drop. So the gameplay is that the player can decide to either attack villagers to gain powers or protect them by killing monsters. At first, this seems like the player's more directed to killing villagers for more powers. So a way to work around that, if they wanted to help the villagers, would be for the monsters to drop money, which they can then use to hire villagers. And the cost of that would be influenced by the hostility of the player. After this, I'll have a good minimum viable product, and I'll be able to then come back to the maps and implement each level, which should be a lot faster thanks to all of these blueprints that I'm creating. So anything that's in the map, I can just quickly reuse, which is one of the benefits of using Unreal Engine. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.